What's good, my people? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness. I'm gladly here with all of y'all back at it again with a new YouTube video. So, I'm back at work. Yo. Yo, the 9 to 5 system is literally a joke, bro. I'm back at work, and I just want to express, what plenty of people probably think about these jobs, including myself, whether it be millennials, Gen Z. We ain't trying to do this for the next 30 to 40 years of our life. I know me personally, I'm not trying to do this. I know that majority of jobs are just there to, I guess you could say, like, give you something to do with your time, right? But your time is very, very precious, you know? And obviously, we all got to generate income in some way, shape, or form. Jobs are a part of the matrix. And I always go to the fact that majority of people don't make enough money to even escape the job. And you're going to see more and more people telling you, get into trades, get into plumbing or electrician or whatever, HVAC, all these things that, like, if everybody tried to apply to those jobs, how valuable would they truly be, right? Most people work full-time jobs, and when they get paid, the check basically doesn't last 2 weeks. It'll probably last a week, depending on your responsibilities, right? And as a person, you have to see the finesse within the job system. So you guys may ask me, so then what are you trying to do? Because you don't like your job. I'm trying to own as much assets as I can. Honestly, And B, I'm trying to own as much real estate as I can, along with having my online business, which is this YouTube channel. Now, do I look for YouTube to help me generate my financial freedom? Of course, because this is the internet. I'm not like expecting, like, I'm not dependent only on YouTube, if that makes sense. I'd rather own the Google stock, because when you make a YouTube video, you don't know how it's going to do. But with the Google stock, you at least own YouTube in some way, shape, or form. And then psychologically, this getting paid every 2 weeks stuff and having to constantly clock in and clock out. But you know that you're making the same amount of money every day. And if you do the overtime, they take more from you. It's like, I don't know how y'all do this for 30 to 40 years. I literally don't know. I look at the older generation, I look at even some of the people that I work with, and I'm like, damn, like, did you really reach your potential on the job thinking that the job was all you could do? Jobs are just a source of income, but it's not the source of income that's designed to get you ultra wealthy or ultra rich, unless you're working as a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, like a high profession, whatever. But the regular 9 to 5 mundane jobs, they're meant to keep people psychologically weak and mentally trapped. And many people are afraid to lose the job because they are afraid to lose the sense of stability. Like, even yesterday when me and my fiance did the live stream, and I asked the question, do you think that you rely on your job for financial stability, or, that wasn't how the question was worded, but you guys understand what I'm saying. It's like, yes and no. Yes, because you're in a job system. You're working for money. You're trading time for money. But no, because the assets outpace what I make in a day at the job. So I'm trying to move even smarter than I have been. I'm trying to show up every day on my YouTube channel. I tell you guys openly that I have an ebook. I have plenty of ebooks. You guys can check out my website if y'all want to. And the 9-to-5 system, it just seems so outdated. Like we can't keep following the script that our parents were following. We're living in a different generation. We're living in different times. The fact that the jobs pay us like we in the early 2000s should tell you enough that the job doesn't have your best interest, or at least wants the best for you, right? It's just, sometimes it could be a distraction, bro. I'm not even gonna front. Sometimes it could be a distraction. And it could be a distraction towards your potential. Your potential is limitless, but if you're working all day, you don't even have time to sit and think. Majority of people don't work on things outside of the job. Majority of people don't own assets. They depend on the 401k, but somebody else is telling you you have to wait until you're a certain age to take the money out. That's crazy. How much life left do you have to enjoy? It's better to have something than it is to have nothing at all. You know? But I'm constantly, challenging myself to think outside the box. Think outside of just what everybody else is doing, bro. Because in my personal opinion, bro, most jobs are a trap. The moment you accept the paycheck, like Robert Kiyosaki said, the moment you accept the paycheck, bro, like you stop thinking. You get a relief. I got a paycheck. I don't have to think about nothing else. As long as I'm getting this paycheck to take care of my bills, I don't have to figure out how I'm going to leave this rat race. That's how the majority of the world thinks. And it becomes very, very psychologically, like, it starts to dawn on you, and it's like, damn, like, I'm supposed to do this for the next 30 to 40 years. I'm not doing this. That's not happening. The job starts affecting your mental health because you're not making enough money. The job starts affecting you in many different ways. But y'all can see it in my face, bro. I look kind of tired. And it's like most people just, we barely getting by, bro. We shouldn't have to work 2-3 jobs just to get ahead, bro. But maybe if the job's paid enough money, we'll be okay. And it's not trying to play victim. It's not trying to sit there, oh, you just trying to blame everything on the job. You're spending habits, I live below my means, bro. I'm okay. I'm not going to front to y'all. I'm okay. I've been doing better. I just like to speak for the working class in America. Because it's mathematically impossible for you to get rich trading time for money. Your cost of living will continue to rise. Inflation will continue to rise. They can lie all they want and say, we're trying to get inflation down to 2%. That's just a cope. They've been saying that for years and they still haven't done it. They're not going to get it down to 2%. And even if they do, are jobs going to give people reasonable raises so that they can not just barely get by? Is this what we're supposed to do for the rest of our life? No. This is why every day I'm trying to figure out my way out. And it's a trap because you get paid every 2 weeks. You work first and then you get paid last. That's automatically a trap. And like I tell you how often the income is capped. So it's a mental game, bro. It's a distraction to not help you get rich. Nobody should ever think that a capped income is okay. It's not. It's not normal. How can you put a cap on income when money is printed out of thin air? They print the money. How can a job say this is what we're going to pay you per hour and that's it? This is why I don't like jobs. Yeah, I can say I like your job. That's okay. But I need my business to get off the ground, you know? And like I said, I need to own as much assets as I can. I need to own as much real estate as I can. My body is taking a toll, bro. I'm starting to feel it. And I work a lot. But I'm going to keep persevering. I'm going to stay resilient. You know? I'm going to stay true to what I've been doing. Trying to grow the YouTube community. Eventually turn this into a full-time business. And not put so much pressure on myself to build somebody else's thing. Because that's what you're doing every day when you show up to work. You're building somebody else's thing. And even today, I got paid from work, but basically the whole check went to bills. Do I have a part to do with it? Of course, because I've been missing days from work. I've been doing Uber. Now I got to make a way to make some more money. That's all I can do. Can't complain. It's life. It is what it is. But, I know, I got to keep showing up on YouTube, regardless of how I feel. And all I'll be asking y'all to do is like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Alright?